I mean, zoom back in on that for folks at prisonplanet.tv. I mean, that is really, really, really upsetting. Can you imagine getting in bed with one of those people? I mean, God almighty, that sounds like hell right there. But that was heaven to Walter Cronkite. I hear you, sir, and I appreciate your call. Yeah, if I have to, I'll reprint the, it was on News with Views. Again, I told my webmasters to link to it this morning. I don't know if they did. DV Kid's article about him. Just, that looks like hell to me. But according to Walter Cronkite, that was a little piece of heaven. I mean, old men dressed up like women. My God, that sounds about as disgusting as it gets. I mean, I don't get these guys. Even if they like men, what is it about they like old men? Call it bigoted. I just don't find men attractive, and I don't find old men attractive especially. There's a bunch of them dressed up like women in here. And it's not just dressed up like women. I mean, they get real serious. Like, here's a photo of the cremation of care they took. And you'd say, oh, well, that's just stylized. No, the whole thing's occultic, and they take it very, very serious. And I guess there's the high priest. I guess that's Walter Cronkite right there. They burn the effigy of the child. Here we got Mr. CIA, William F. Buckley, the fake conservative. Here we've got, I'm going to find a Walter Cronkite in here in a minute. I mean, here's another one of them. I mean, look at this guy. Get caught in the dark with him. That's the heir to the Reynolds fortune. I mean, they're all a bunch of fairies, folks. I mean, just look at them all. I'm a fairy. I'm a eugenicist. He's like, yeah, I may be a fairy, but I'm putting fluoride in your water, pal. You're not laughing at the fairy now, are you? I'm going to find it here in a moment. Oh, I'll never find it. You guys, look in the bibliography in the back and help me find Walter Cronkite. Oh, God, here's more of them dressed up like women. Talk about nightmarish. I mean, that has got to be the most nightmarish thing ever. Here's somebody dressed up like death who brings the body of the baby over to burn it. Next to some other creature. So there you have it. Here's all the old men in their leather on their motorcycles. They like buzzing into San Francisco to enjoy themselves. According to Richard Nixon, that's what Nixon said. When am I going to, somewhere in here, I'm going to find, there's Bob Hope. Okay, we're going to find, oh, there's Newt Gingrich and Bush Sr. Let's give folks some video of them. He always said don't call him Junior, but in this he's called Junior. We're next to Newt Gingrich. They're not in drag there. They hadn't gotten dressed yet for the evening. Nothing creepier than old weirdo rich men dressed up like women nellying around chasing young prostitutes in the forest at night. It's so incredible. Yeah, find me Walter Cronkite. I know he's in there. Okay, enough about Walter Cronkite. Enough about Walter Cronkite. Here's some more about Walter Cronkite. Here he is at the right hand of Satan. Walter Cronkite, our good friend. Here he is.
Well, join me. I'm glad to sit here at the right hand of Satan. Let us hear the peal of a new international liberty bell that calls us all to the creation of a system of enforceable world law in which the universal desire for peace can place its hopes and its prayers. Thank you.
We would like to bring you a message from the First Lady of the United States, Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Good evening and congratulations, Walter.
I wanted to show that video. I didn't have it punched up for some reason. Back it up. I want people to see Walter Cronkite calling for world government, sitting at the right hand of Satan, also known as Hillary Clinton. And again, this would just be a joke if the guy didn't dress up as a druidic high priest. Here it is.
attempt to achieve world order before that time must be the work of the devil. Well, join me. I'm glad to sit here at the right hand of Satan. Let us hear the peal of a new international Liberty Bell that calls us all to the creation of a system of enforceable world law in which the universal desire for peace can place its hope and its prayers. Thank you.
And now for Hillary calling for world government.
We would like to bring you a message from the First Lady of the United States, Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Good evening and congratulations, Walter. I'm receiving the World Federalist Association.
Good evening, Walter. You're now in hell.
For more than a generation in America,
all right,
it wasn't the news
ladies and gentlemen, more of your calls and a ton of news. Stay with us. You know, it is wrong to speak ill of the dead unless it's like Joseph Stalin or Adolf Hitler. But here's Richard Nixon, Art Linkletter. I wonder if Art Linkletter's still alive. And then right next to him, Walter Cronkite. You know what's weird? I showed this book about a week and a half ago on TV and showed the Richard Nixon and said, oh, there's Walter Cronkite. And then boom, he's dead. There's Gerald Ford beneath him. There's Richard Nixon. Here's the guys swimming around enjoying themselves. CPS gives them an endless supply. Oh, I can't look at any more of this. It was Mayor Willie Brown got the warning not to fly on 9/11 because he's a good friend, I guess, who can be trusted. All right, I'm done looking at this. We're done. Got a lot of other news I want to get to before. Gerald Celente joins us next hour on a host of key issues. Right now, let's go back to the calls. I talked to George or Steve yet. Who's up next, or is it Justin? Steve in Texas, go ahead.
Hi, Mr. Jones.
Hi.
Thank you for all your good work.
Thank you for calling.
I would just like to say what I was going to say, and if I may I comment on one of the previous callers about Rush Limbaugh?
Brother, we didn't screen your call, did we?
No.
We asked your name. You can say your name's Pumpernickel from Possumville. You are on the air, uncensored. Go ahead.
Okay. It makes me really sick about the media, how they portray the 9/11 truthers. Because instead of showing your documentaries like Terror Storm or the 9/11 Chronicles, all they do is they just show when the 9/11 truthers are protesting and when they're just chanting 9/11 is an inside job. They never show you or Luke Rudofsky talk about, you know, all the facts and everything. Well, they do that, but also the History Channel lied and said it wasn't a hit piece. And then we had this UT conference room, you know, that held about 400 people, full of folks. They would wait till the hour recess and shoot video of the empty bleachers, or like one guy sitting there eating a sandwich, and then they would cut from me giving a speech to empty bleachers to make it look like nobody was there to hear me. They would blow my face up, stretch the video, make it look yellow. And when they showed the real yellow journalist from Popular Mechanics, Hearst Publishing, was glistening stainless steel, perfect camera, you know, color, everything tuned perfectly, and they would say expert beneath them. But the good news is that crap doesn't work. I mean, we have Gary Hart writing public letters saying Dick Cheney may stage terror attacks. We have generals quitting saying it. We have Michael Savage saying Obama may stage terror attacks or will stage terror attacks. I mean, we've won the war for hearts and minds. People know government stages terror. It's in the Army Field Manual, 2004, how to train, how to stage terror. And so people now, every time there's a terror attack, look at who stands to gain from it. And so let the New York Times and Wall Street Journal play their games. We play ours with the truth. They've got flimsy lies they're fighting us with. And they may be able to have a big tsunami of mainstream media power to try to slap us down. But
the establishment is so discredited now that basically anything and everything they say people don't believe. And so, look, they've completely blown their credibility. So let them make up whatever delusional crap they want. I mean, I'm not buying it, are you? Good to hear from you. Appreciate the call. Appreciate the call, Steve. Justin in North Carolina. Justin, you're on the air.
Hey, Alex, two quick things. I have a little internet radio show, and Jack McClam, I know you've interviewed him before, was on my show about 2 weeks ago, and he was giving a dire warning of the 27th through the 31st as well. I know you had a caller that brought it up not too long ago. So this is something that he said his sources inside the military and his ex-police contacts were telling him that this was something that they were worried about. So I think everybody that listens to your show that is involved in this movement should take this very serious.